Hi, my name is Aurora, and today's video is going to be about the time my friends copied my self-harm and disorders. I never thought I'd have to tell this story, but looking back, it was one of the weirdest and most confusing friendships I've ever had. This all started when my family moved to a small town that was mostly made up of Mennonite families. It was a very different environment from what I was used to. People were extremely religious, and a lot of them had very strict views about the world. I felt like an outsider almost immediately. Making friends was not easy. For a long time, I only managed to make a couple friends, and because I was lonely, I became very attached to them. I trusted them, I thought they cared about me. At the time, I was struggling with self harm. It wasn't something I was proud of. It wasn't just for attention seeking, but everybody does it for different reasons, and it wasn't just for fun. It was something I was battling. But after I opened up about my struggles, something strange started happening. My friends began copying things that I was going through. They started talking about self harm too. Then the stories got bigger and bigger. During group calls, they would tell me stories about how they were in the hospital and how they had overdosed on a bunch of Tylenol. Sometimes they would all be talking together and laughing and joking about the hospital experience. One of the things that shocked me the most was hearing them talk about how much fun it was to be in the hospital together. They would joke about bathing together and tell these stories like it was some exciting adventure. And then they would show up to school the next day as if they were never in the hospital in the first place. And they would bring their baby wristband bracelet and say that that was their evidence that they were totally in a hospital. And yeah. Um, Meanwhile, I was sitting there wondering why something that had caused me so much pain was being treated like a game. The whole situation made me uncomfortable. I didn't know what was real anymore. I started feeling like my struggles had become some kind of competition. Then things got even worse. One of the girls suddenly became jealous of me because I had been spending time with another friend. Apparently, she felt like I was stealing her friend. Instead of talking to me about it, she started calling me a bully. A bully. After everything I'd shared with them, after all the times I had listened to their problems and supported them, I was completely blindsided. I felt like no matter what I did, I was somehow the villain in someone else's story. Looking back, I think the hardest part wasn't the drama. The hardest part was realizing that not everyone who calls themselves your friend actually understands your pain. Some people just want attention, and some people just want competition, and some people just want ownership over their friends. And some people only stay around until they find a reason to turn against you. The experience taught me something important. Real friends don't copy your wounds. Real friends don't make your pain into a contest. And real friends don't accuse you of being a bully just because they're jealous. Sometimes the people who are supposed to support you end up teaching you who you should never trust again. And they also end up hurting you the most. And one more thing I want to add that I found extremely disturbing about this town is we are not allowed to draw rainbows because it's considered too gay. We're not allowed to put the word LGBTQ. Um, yeah, it's a very messed up place here. It's really colonized. And it's really sad because, I'm still shocked to this day that my friends did this, and I really thought they were my real friends, and they were the only friends I had. And so, yeah, it's messed up. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the story. If you have any more similar stories like this, drop them in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.